We got Pro Dillinger. And these interviews are always fun for me because, yeah, I get super well-known cats on here, but I like to know who you are. I want to know who you are. This is fun for me because I know what I've heard. I know I fuck with your music. And I know, like, damn, this is an interesting ass nigga. I want to know what the fuck he's all about. So this is I love these types of shits because I can't dig up tons of YouTube interviews or whatever, you know what I mean? Wikipedia. It's good I get to chop it up with you one-on-one. We can get into some questions I've been having. So
no doubt, bro. Yo, I appreciate you reaching out, man. This platform is dope, man. Everything y'all do from the Carrying the Culture Spotlight to the interviews. I was tapped in with the Planet Asia interview. That shit was fire, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We're really trying to do two things. Showcase the show that hip hop is still alive and well and going and strong, and there's lots of talent out there, and keeping the legacy and culture alive is at least how it was taught to me. You know what I mean? That's all I can do. So,
bro, you like a gatekeeper at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as your platform, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I like about your platform is there's no fluff. There's no filler. There's no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's all shit from like the best eras. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like about your page. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man. We're really trying to do it, and these interviews are a big part of it because it puts a lot of exposure on cats that everybody rapping now, but not everybody's good. Not everybody's good. And so, like, if I say, like, a lot of niggas were born or really started. A lot of niggas are a little too late. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so if you look at, like,
they missed the good stuff.
So I look at it like, even like artists and shit, like in my opinion, there's a lot of cats. Some of these cats I've interviewed, like, that are considered up and coming or whatever, that have been rhyming for a while or whatever. If some of y'all came out in like the mid '90s, y'all would be like on fire. You know
what's crazy? Let me speak to that real quick. I hate it when like I speak to outlets and other people that's within our scene and shit, and they call me, they put me in this bracket like as part of the new wave. All right, so let me just speak on this. Like, I'm 36. Go ahead, bro. Pardon me.
Real quick, just so we're clear, I'm not putting you in a new wave. I'm just saying that as far as just time-wise of like you, I don't know how long you've been spitting, but I know you were 36, but I'm saying, like, there's a lot of cats that I've interviewed that are like in their 40s that have been rhyming for a while, but like just because of now, like past 5-6 years,
right?
So
that's what's happening.
So
I feel like that's what's happening with me.
Yeah, there's a difference. Go ahead, my bad. So I just wanted to clarify though.
Nah, you right, and you never called me, like, I want to say you ain't never put me in that bracket first and foremost and shit, but just like, for the people that are saying new wave, that term new wave, it bothers me because a lot of the artists now that are considered new wave been doing music since, like you said, the late 90s, early 2000s or whatever. Like, I've been putting out projects since I'm 14 years old. I'm 36 now. This next project I put out will be my 18th project. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stopped rapping and rapped again 3 times already. It's my 3rd phase. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that the kind of music that I've been making for all these years is just starting to get appreciated now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm getting bundled into this new wave kind of thing, but I'm still the same dude. I've been doing this shit since forever. You know what I'm saying? In my discography, if you look back into my older music, it's always been foul, grimy, boom bap shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just my style of music because I feel like that's the era where I come from. Like I said, I'm 36, so I kind of got caught in between. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So for me, my come up was like 94, 95, 96, Illmatic, Infamous, Ready to Die, Doggy Style. You know what I'm saying? Like that 90, like I remember like when hip hop turned from like that fun jump around type shit, like that Kid and Play type shit, to the gangster shit. Like how you and Planet Asia was talking about once again. Yeah. Like, I remember that transition, right? So I'm not old enough to remember the 80s, Run DMC and all of that, but where I had the advantage was my uncle was a DJ and I had older brothers and shit like that. So I was exposed to a lot of different shit, a lot of house music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Public Enemy, a lot of Run DMC, a lot of Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? Lots of Kane. And then Wu came out and Mob and all of that shit. So I feel like I got the best of both of them eras because I wasn't there to fully appreciate the 80s, but I could appreciate the music growing up.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Shout out to the older uncles and big brothers that put us on.
Yo, bro, dead ass, bro.
Same with my uncle. He was playing like a lot of older Prince and a lot of like older stuff, and you know what I'm saying? So
Anita Baker, Sade, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the good stuff that we all grew up on. You know, if you black, you grew up on the same shit. You know, I'm black and Puerto Rican, so a lot of my influence is Southside house music, you know what I'm saying, and hip hop. You know what I mean? I grew up in the fucking Bronx. I was born in the Bronx. I was raised there till I was like 9 or 10 years old, and then I came up to Rockland. You know what I'm saying? Which ain't really that far. So I wasn't lacking any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was getting all of that. I was getting all of that, man.
I'm glad. So it's important that you're sharing that because here's the big thing, yo. So I'm 44. So there's like a next gap, like the 90s cats that weren't there for the 80s, but understand it and know what the deal is, but they weren't there for it really. And so that's different than saying, like, I consider if you say new wave first of all, I don't like that term either because I
hate that shit.
It also indicates a different style of music.
Right. New wave was in the 80s.
Right. And so, but if you say something like a newer cat now, to a lot of people, it means that they just started rhyming and that they're new. No, in so a lot of cases, you may just be hearing about them now.
Exactly.
Because of whatever, but they've been doing it for a while. Like my man Innocent, this cat been rhyming for like 25 years, but like, you know, he's been popping off, or his thing's been getting more popular the past 4 or 5, but some cats are like putting him in as like a new rapper. Like, all right, he's new in terms of us hearing him, but not in terms of just of being around. So that's important to
right.
By that.
And for me, that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gave me like a breath of fresh air. When I came out with Everyone's Foul, you know what I'm saying? That was my first project I ever aimed specifically at the underground demographic. Before that, I was just putting music out there for whoever liked it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know my demographic. If I would have did what I'm doing now 5 or 6 years ago, I'd be mentioned with the more popular names that are being mentioned at this point. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I only been in this scene for like 2 years and I'm making the waves that I'm making is telling me that I'm on the right track. You know what I'm saying? Even though I only make EPs, I make sure that every joint on there is a banger. Every joint on there has substance. I don't do no fillers. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's kind of what I feel like separates me from a lot of other underground artists. You know what I'm saying? It's the care. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just write just to write. You know what I'm saying? I have to live my life a little bit and gain those experiences to have things to write about.
Right. Makes sense. Yo, so tell me, just in a nutshell, why and how, a lot of artists don't like labels or whatever, but if I had to like label your shit or whatever, I'd be like, you know, as I put in some of the captions, like, yo, grimy hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying? That's, to me, that's what your sound is, some gully shit to me.
Right.
So why, how, like what's the influence in your music that makes most of your tracks like pretty goddamn gutter?
For me, bro, honestly, I would categorize my shit as like feeling music. You know what I'm saying? It's all feels, my nigga. Like everything you hear on a record is shit that just burned like right here. You know what I'm saying? 7 days a week is just all things that I you know, I don't know what's the word for repress. You know what I'm saying? Shit that happened in the past, you know, like just when I rap, it's like when you got a bottle of water, right? With mad dirt and rocks and shit in the bottom. Like the top part's clear, the bottom has sediments. Now you take that bottle and you shake it up, the whole fucking bottle is foul and dirty. So that's kind of how my music is. It's like during the day, you know what I mean? I'm clear. You know what I'm saying? I sit down in front of that mic. It's like I'm shaking up a dirty, you know, a bottle with shit in the bottom. You know what I mean? All of the foul shit comes up. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I hold down during the daytime at my day job, everything that I gotta, you know, because, you know, you work a day job, nigga. I eat shit all day, bro. And I be looking at these people at my job like, nigga, if you knew who the fuck I was outside of here, you wouldn't talk to me like that because you know I would fucking hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But that shit that I gotta stuff down deep inside because I got a family. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. I got responsibilities. And I have shit I need to do. So I gotta earn my money and just really hold it down. You know what I'm saying? But when I get home and I sit down in front of this shit right here, I don't gotta do that. I don't got to do that. I could speak on shit I did. I could talk about what I did the night before after I got out of work type shit. I could speak on all of that. You know what I'm saying? This is my therapy. So I guess that's why all of it sounds like really aggressive and like foul or whatever, because that's how I feel inside a lot. You know what I'm saying? And during the daytime, it's like I gotta wear a fucking mask, like Clark Kent, Superman shit. But Clark Kent really the disguise. Like I'm really Superman in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really Pro Dillinger, man. You know what I'm saying? But during the day, I got to be Chris. When I'm with my kids, I got to be Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But that's just a mask, my nigga. I'm really me.
I feel you. Facts.
And I feel like a lot of rappers, like a lot of the artists that are out. I'm not gonna say that I listen to because I try not to listen to things that come out. And I do that because I want my sound to be unique to me. So I don't listen to new stuff. I listen to like 90s shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll never be influenced by that sound except for the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the rappers now, they don't know how to. It's like when they rap, they one person, and in real life they a different person. You know what I'm saying? Like the math don't add up. You feel me?
Facts.
But I have to remind myself that I'm involved in entertainment now. Music is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, you know, I'm a fairly well-known artist. You know, I mean, it could be going better, but at this point, I gotta be mindful of the things I say and the way I move and the rappers that I choose to be cool with, because not everybody is who they rap about.
That's facts. So, yo, I mean, the bigger question for me is, how did you grow up? So here's the thing, like, I'm really into like where people are from, because that's where they spent, you know, their youth, because that's what makes a person, especially like their middle school to high school years.
Oh yeah.
And so like, so you're from Haverstraw. Well, you've been out in Haverstraw, New York. So then we talked. We chatted one time. And you were like, "Yo, it's Rockland County," and I've been all around the area. And I never heard of it. And so I did the knowledge. I looked it up on Wikipedia, and then I went to the website. And I'm like, man, this place is like some suburbia shit. Like this cat's rhyming about some like crazy ill shit. So then I looked up like Haverstraw like crime, Haverstraw shooting or whatever, and I was like, oh, there's some foul spots over here.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm in that.
Right, and I was like, yo, there's some, and just like for me, it always proves that it's not like the hood ain't just in New York, Bronx, whatever. The hood ain't just in LA, Chicago, major Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from CT, so like,
CT is foul.
Foul.
CT is foul.
Foul. And,
right.
I mean, Shaheem said the best dust he ever had came from CT. So
yo.
So you get
he not lying.
What I'm saying. So I was like, oh, I was researching. I was like, yo, this cat rhyming about some shit. But where I'm looking at the city website, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And then I'm like, I did a little more, and I'm like, oh, okay. There's some spots here that's like, So
it could be a little off-putting. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain parts that look nice out here. There is a lot of nice parts out here. It's a lot of rich white people in certain parts of the county or whatever. Where I'm at the bottom of the county. Haverstraw is like the last place you could go in Rockland County. I'm right next to the Hudson River. I could look out my window and see the Hudson River and spit in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like it's a county, but there's only like 3 real hoods. It's Haverstraw, Nyack, and Spring Valley. That's where all of this shit go down at.
That's what I read. Like, I went on city data, and they were like, I'm looking to move to Rockland County. Everyone was like, yeah, everywhere is straight except for don't go to, don't really fuck with Haverstraw, Spring Valley, or was it Nyack?
Nyack.
Yeah.
That's the 3 hoods. That's the 3 main hoods. And we alternate beefing with each other. Shit weird as hell. But then everybody in them 3 hoods got cousins in a different hood or homies over here or whatever. Like me, I I could go everywhere in my county and know niggas and chill with niggas and post up and all of that. Like I'm situated everywhere out here. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these problems run very deep. You know what I'm saying? And happened a long time ago. So it's like,
and it's small. It's a small area, right?
it's small, bro. So you
So
bump into
you
your
see
ops. Like
niggas all the
that's
time.
what I'm saying, bro. If you beefing with a nigga, you gonna bump into him, bro, and
That's
it's
the
gonna
worst.
be smoke.
And that's the thing. That's the worst kind of shit people don't understand. In smaller areas like CT here and stuff like that, it's not New York where like you if you're beefing, you could be on the other side of the city and maybe not see
And never see a nigga.
for a minute unless you really looking for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And know where he be at. But like you gonna bump into a nigga at the McDonald's, at the grocery
Bro,
store.
the bar, we go to the same bodegas, we all buy weed from the same niggas, everybody re-up off the same niggas, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, it's weird, bro, because Haverstraw and Nyack got all the bars. You know what I'm saying? Like out here, it's mad Hispanics and shit. Like I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Out here, it's all Hispanic niggas. I'm Puerto Rican and black, pardon me. But so this is where all the mommy bars be at. Niggas come out here to flirt with the mommies and shit like that. You go to Nyack to fuck, you know what I'm saying, to fuck with the black chicks and all of that. Like, but everybody bumps into everybody because everybody goes to the same fucking places. So that's what makes it weird. You know what
That's
I'm
why it's
saying?
always bubbling. That's why it's always bubbling. So
Right.
in the small
Right.
spots, it's always gonna be bubbling because you always gonna see the same niggas. And
Right.
I did read that have a star 31%. It said Hispanic. That's what it said.
Yeah,
So
but there's a lot of other, you know what I'm saying, cultures out here too. It's a
right,
lot of Hispanics in my town, and my town is a predominantly Hispanic town. Spring Valley and Nyack is where all the black peoples is at. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But there's some mixed in out here too. That's why I love my hood. You know what I'm saying? Because we unique. Like I said, there's mountains on one side and then water on the other side, bro. We got our own style of everything. Haverstraw is just Haverstraw. At one point, we was the spot in the county that had all the best drugs, all the flies, bitches. Niggas was pulling whips. Niggas was all of that. Niggas had everything out here, bro. Niggas used to come from all over to come out here. This was it, bro. And you know when Beans was talking that find a quiet town and tie it down and shit like that. Niggas was coming from other spots, coming out here trying to hustle, all type of shit because this is where it was at.
on some belly shit,
Yeah,
on some.
because we not that far from the city, my nigga. So Mad City niggas was coming up here.
And it's the same. It's the same way in CT. Niggas dip from New York.
Right.
Niggas bounce from New York. Go and try to get their hustle off in like New
Think
Haven,
it's sweet
Bridgeport,
and get ran off.
Danbury, Bridgeport, whatever, you know what I'm saying, try to do. And then they learn though, when they get there, yo, this shit
It's not
don't
that.
fly here, son. This
It's
shit
not
don't
that.
fly. You in our fucking shit right now.
Yo, bro, let me tell you, bro. Before my town had cameras, because at one point they just was like, this is too much. And they put cameras all over the hood, like all over my hood, bro. And niggas is still getting like shit, still hitting the fan out here, like night. Because now it's the young niggas, like my era niggas is more like working, take care of their family, but still put it down type shit, do what they gotta do type shit. You know what I'm saying? The young niggas that's outside right now, them niggas don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And that's not just my town. That's everywhere, bro. Like these young niggas, man. That's like now what's going on. The young niggas, they didn't have no OG. Everybody that's our age or older was locked up and you know what I'm saying on drugs and shit like that. So these young niggas didn't have no guidance. So now that they grown niggas, they bugging the fuck out.
Yep. Riggs said the exact same thing, yo. Riggs said the
Right.
exact
Which is
same
making it
thing.
dangerous for niggas like me and you to just live.
Right.
Because they don't respect nothing no more.
Oh.
You don't respect the work I put in 10 years ago with the homies. You don't respect none of that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter because I'm not outside bugging out and doing all of that right now.
Right, yeah, they don't understand it. And they don't.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right, and we're from a different era where it's like, yo, you knew when a nigga put in work, and you knew like, okay,
And you respected that. You respected that.
This cat put it, yeah, exactly. You respected this cat put in work, so that you know what I mean. Salute to him, and
right?
And you know that he can still hold it down if he need to. Now these niggas act like if you ain't actively out like fucking busting guns, that
you won't get punched in your mouth, right? Okay, so cool. Like I said, once again, I'm at that weird age where, like, yeah, I'm kind of too old for the bullshit and posting up on the block and all of that. but I'll still beat you the fuck up or shoot at you if need be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them type of niggas. Like, bro, everybody in the hood know me. Niggas know, like, yo, that's Pro. He rap, he do music. Leave that man alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, because every once in a while, you have to make a movie and remind these people, like, yo, look, I still do that. This shit can still happen to you. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the kind of dude that I like to be left alone. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be mixed up with niggas. Like, if you notice, my nigga, like, me and my team, 19, like, we don't do none of that, like Clubhouse, you know what I'm saying? We, like, boys club shit. Like, we not trying to, make friends with other music people just for the sake of, you know, networking. Everybody calls it networking. I call it dick riding. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I choose not to go that route, and my artists and my producers that's under my imprint choose not to go that route, because if you doing music and you feel like you can't make it on your own merits and hard work and content and ability, then what the fuck you rapping for? I don't want no cosigns or nothing. I'm not out here asking for that. I'm not asking for no bag or nothing like that. Everything I do right now to this point is with no budget or out my own pocket. You feel me? I don't take no money from none of my artists. I don't do none of that shit, bro. I'm just trying to put everybody in a position where we can really make an impact. Like, I'm doing this shit for history. Like, for me personally, I want to be part of a legacy. I want to put my brick, my Pro Dillinger brick, in that hip hop building. You know what I'm saying? I want to take that shit and just boom, all right, cool, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? I did that.
Word.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. I want that shit to be stamped. Bang, yo, Pro Dillinger was one of them niggas. I want to be in that conversation. I'm not doing this for music. I mean, for for money. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave a legitimate legacy. I want to be respected by my peers. You know what I'm saying? I want to be one of them niggas that when my name comes up and somebody says it the wrong way, it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. And other niggas be like, yo, you bugging. That nigga's nice. You know what I'm saying? And he really like that.
Right.
That's what I'm doing this shit for. That's why I rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's funny that, like I said, that I keep going back to that interview we did with Planet Asia, is because, like, I remember when not everybody rapped, and if you lose a battle, niggas will jump you type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember going to house parties and just going in the middle of the party, like before MySpace and all of that shit, because that's where all of these weird niggas came from. That MySpace era, and when Facebook first started, everybody turned into a fucking rapper. Everybody. I remember you used to tell a bitch, like, yo, I rap, mom, when you play a song, they be open. Tell a bitch you rap now. She be like, oh, my cousin do too. Yeah, he got a label, my nigga make beats, and whoop. It's not even special no more.
Nah.
So that's why I feel like the content is what has to separate you. And the way you move outside of music is what separates you from other niggas.
Yeah, because people are looking at your whole steez now, because now it's the George Jetson shit. We all up in your shit. Everybody up in your shit now. So however you move, everybody gonna see that, man. Everybody gonna see how you move. Everybody gonna see how you get down. So let's go to this shit, yo, because I hear this shit all the time. 19 shit, umbrella. Explain it all, man, because I've been curious about that for a minute.
All right, so boom. So 19 is my imprint. You know what I'm saying? We used to be Scum Squad. You know what I'm saying? That was like the gang shit. That was the street shit or whatever. So, but at that point, nobody was doing business with me because they were all worried about what was happening outside of music. So what I did at a certain point was I decided to rebrand because I wanted to really do this shit. You feel me? So 19, the number 19 basically is the letter S in the alphabet. So 1919 SS Scum Squad. So it's still Scum Squad. You feel me? But it's 19 now as far as the entertainment aspect of it. Okay? 19 is part of the umbrella. The umbrella is a collective of different individuals and even labels that we all work together. We promote each other's shit. I use art from my niggas, or I help them sell art. My man will help me sell a verse, or I'll help this nigga sell a beat. It's the umbrella. We all work together. We don't charge each other for nothing. We've been all working together for 2 years as a collective, way under the radar. Huh?
So who's in the umbrella?
In the umbrella, right? Me and Snotty started it originally. Me and Snotty was the umbrella From there, it expanded to Rob De Niro, his brother Bishop, and a couple of the other brothers. They make up Black Hand Music Group. They're from out of Arizona, right? Then we have two artists, My One Life to Live and For Clopsis. Then we got pardon me, we got producers, Most Beats, Prospect, Dark Arts, Mickey Diamonds, Snotty Make Beats, Rob De Niro, Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Then we have other rappers, Josiah the Gift, John Creasy, Mickey Diamond, Snotty, myself. So it's just like we got everything in-house. That way we don't got to do no networking to get no business done. We could do everything ourselves. That was the point of doing that's the umbrella. You feel me? That was the point. A self-contained unit so that niggas don't got to even talk to other niggas really. We could just do us.
Very, very good plan. And it works. So it's a collective, a co-op. I mean, there's a lot of words for it, and
it's a co-op.
And you all put in it's equal, and everyone fucking.
Bro, we all get money. We all circulate money around each other. It's like, you know, if somebody hit me and be like, "Yo, where did you get that artwork from? That's crazy." Boom, my man gets it. Bang.
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yo, where you get that beat from, son? Da 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 da. Yo, my man gets it. Bang.
And there you go.
Yo, Pro, my man needs a feature. Da 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 da. Yo, boom. Yo, PayPal me that. Bang. I send it back the same day. Shit's like that, bro. Like clockwork. And we ain't put out no album or nothing.
Hip hop needs more of that, man. That's some powerful shit. I mean,
I'm telling you, my nigga, that independent spirit. If we all supposed to be independent artists, why is everybody dick sucking?
Because it's because people are trying to take the fucking elevator rather than the stairs, man. You know what I'm saying? People are trying to take the shortcut, and it's like sometimes you got to take the stairs to get to where you need to go. And people are trying to listen. Like if you see now is right, it's about followers and shit, right? Who got followers? Cats can't even get like accounts and shit with certain companies and stuff or whatever if they don't have enough followers on Twitter or on Instagram. So it's about the surface shit. It's not about the music now, yo. Like
right.
I tell cats when we do like marketing and shit with them with our other company, I say, yo, you gotta post shit other than your music because people need to see that shit. People want to see that shit.
People need content.
They want to see other shit. They want to see you at the store buying records. They want to see the mic that you picked out. They want to see you unboxing that shit. That's important shit now, yo, because unfortunately, you got to have that extra dynamic to separate you from the thousands of other motherfuckers, average niggas that are doing this shit. Right now, you're competing with like
mad motherfuckers,
trash ass niggas right now.
I know, and you know what I'm trying to do is I don't even want to compete with them. I'm trying to carve out my own little.
But I'm saying in terms of attention span.
Yeah, that's right.
Still competing for the same eyes. I mean, you're competing for eyes.
Right. It's like mad niggas on one block selling the same weed. It shit is weird, bro. And we're all serving the same motherfuckers. I swear to God, bro. I was just telling my man this shit the other day. And you know what else too? Who I feel like, right? Like the I don't want to word this the wrong way because I don't want to sound like a hater or whatever. Because you know what because like I rap, bro. So I can't say certain shit without it sounding incorrect, right? But there's people in positions. Right? Numerous people, whoever those people may be, artists, producers, A&Rs, that are all part of that upper tier, whatever the fuck like that. There's people among those people that actively try to keep niggas like me from breaking that plane organically.
Facts.
You dig what I'm saying? Well, there's motherfuckers that actively is trying to shadow ban me and keep me from doing what I need to do. When I was a fan and I was supporting, it was cool, right? Now that I'm making an impact, I become a threat. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel. These niggas in these positions are threatened by lesser known, more hungry artists. Yeah. I hope I said that right.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Other people in the chat are agreeing with it. We got Pro Dillinger in the fucking building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it makes perfect sense because that's the program, yo. That's in a lot of different areas. You know what I'm saying? That shit happens with me. Whenever I speak some real shit,
right,
all of a sudden my shit getting blocked by IG. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember I'm talking some real shit about some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it don't be IG, nigga. It's other niggas that do the same shit as you probably. That's just,
well, I should say that, yeah, because niggas
you feel
be
what I'm saying?
straight up
Right,
reporting it.
bro. That's why I fuck with your platform, nigga, because you don't give a fuck, nigga. And you not a rapper, you not a producer. You don't have to censor what you say. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't gotta censor that shit. A nigga like me, you know what I mean? I don't have to do what they do, but I can't just be out here saying whatever.
It's not good business. I mean,
It ain't good business.
and
I can say what I want on this bitch.
yeah.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's
You
not.
feel me?
Yeah, and that's a smart move, man. That's a smart business move, and that's you maturing as a person, as an artist, saying, okay, well, like you said, you got to switch it up. Now it's about you're trying to make some paper, yo. So and trying to do this the right way. So yeah, you can't just be yappity yap. But that's what I'm here for. So I'll yappity yap. I don't give a fuck, man.
Bro,
You know what
my
I'm
wife
saying?
tells me that all the time, bro. My wife tells me all the time, man. She be like, yo, you not just pro no more. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to understand that because I guess you could say it's like when you in the eye of the storm, you don't know it's a fucking storm around you. You just in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
just trying to
I
get out
don't,
that bitch.
right. I don't realize that I'm Pro Dillinger now because in my town, like niggas know I rap, but I'm not like if I go to Germany or Japan or one of these other countries that consume my music, I'm fucking Pro Dillinger.
Right,
I
right,
can
right,
still walk around here and just be pro.
right, 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 right.
You feel me? So it's weird, bro, because I have to be reminded sometimes that I can't do what other motherfuckers do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't just be out here taking chances with my life or my freedom because there's people that depend on me.
Right. Right. That's called
You know what I'm
growing up.
saying?
That's called growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being a man and holding it down. Like
My niggas won't like the people around me, they won't allow me like to fly because like I said, bro, I'm at that weird age where it's like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of it, but I still be putting in work. Like, you know what I'm like, I still have old habits die hard, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I have to realize that even like I say, even the people that's on my imprint, they depend on me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? My
Right.
wife depend on me. My kids depend on me. So I can't just be bugging the fuck out.
Right.
But I have my moments. I'm not perfect. You see what I'm saying? There's something inside me, bro. It's like I said, it's like a fire, bro. And that shit only come out when I rap or when I'm outside doing weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I can see it, yo. I mean, and it's funny because the good brother, big up Mike Powers.
ah
Uh,
man, I fuck with Mike Powers,
yeah, no
man.
doubt.
His shit live too.
Yeah, he's a good brother. So he had said like he was like, yo, Pro Dillinger been through some shit. Like like and
Bro, I could write
when
a
he said
book.
that shit, I was like, I agree because I was like, and that's some cliche sounding shit or whatever. Like for me, like when I say that, but I'm like, yo, like you can see a nigga, man. I mean, I don't know. Like social media, whatever. Like shit still comes through on social media. People call it fake or whatever. If your realness comes through and your corniness comes through tenfold. You know what I mean?
Tenfold.
It really comes through. You know what I'm saying? So like when he said that shit, I was like, yeah. I was like, I can see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know why, bro? Cause dogs could smell other dogs, my nigga, and dogs could smell cats. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
We all animals, bro. Like we the only thing that separates us from animals is thumbs, my nigga. If animals had thumbs, they would smoke bogeys too and drink beers and all that fly shit. We the same. We move off instinct. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We move off instinct and try to mix a little rationale in there.
Right.
That's the way I see it.
No, it makes perfect sense. So one thing I wanted to get into is you've run a few times. I mean, more than a few times over like some drumless stuff. And that's not typically my thing. No, but here's what I want to ask you though. Like I ain't going to say and trash it. I mean that's it's common knowledge that's not really my thing. But what I want to
Yeah.
ask though is how as an artist do you prepare? How do you approach that differently? Because I've never asked anybody because to me that's a totally different sound. Like that vibe to me for me as a listener, that vibe is completely different. Like I got to be in like a really good space to a different space
Right.
But so how do you prepare? How do you like? What's the difference for you? Like I just want to know like how you feel about it. Like what's the difference? I ain't gonna say just crush it. I mean whatever. Like how do you feel about it though? Like how do you get into that zone for that?
For me, for me, there is no difference because even on a drumless beat, I hear a rhythm. You know, I feel a pattern.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, there's people. I won't say no names. Everybody knows who the artists are that rap like this have that abstract style that they rap over the drumless shit, but all over the place.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that weird, I call it abstract. You know what I'm saying? It's like you rhyming on beat, but you're not rhyming on beat. And you're saying all these big words and complicated shit. You know what I'm saying? It's an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying?
Like
For
Brussels
me,
sprouts.
yeah, like Brussels sprouts, like Brussels sprouts.
Right.
For me, with drumless beats, I always get a rhythm. I always gain a sense of tempo from it, and it's easy for me to create a cadence to a drumless beat the same way it is to a beat with drums. And as far as me as an artist, I approach everything the same way. It's like I don't have a specific way of picking beats. A lot of people be like, "Damn, bro, you're mad good at picking beats," and I don't fucking pick beats. I let the beat pick me. Like I'll just listen to shit, and whatever catches me in the first 5 seconds, I'll be like, "That's just hard. That's just hard. That's just hard." If it don't got drums, that's just hard. If it's just a soul sample on loop,
it
don't matter.
If you just if you fuck with it, you fuck with it.
If it starts making the sediment from the bottom of that bottle come up, I'm on that shit. I'm all over that shit. It don't matter. Right. It don't matter, bro. Fair. Like I got a song with Mav on Playoff Rondo. It's the teamwork. It's the last joint. Okay. That shit sound like a fucking like a Maybach music beat or like a Rick Ross type.
I sent this to our we have like a little street team. Virtual street team, and I sent this to the team, and I sent them to Playoff Rondo shit, and I said tracks 2, 4, and 5 are heaters. So that is one. So like it's here it is right here. Let's see, the thing speakers off.
Battery 50%.
Shit going on in the world. This is what I'm talking about.
It's a great joint, bro. I love this fucking song, man.
Here we go.
Yo, and now mind, and shout to
nighttime West Side Highway shit. I love it.
Right, it's rider music, but it also has a message to it. You know what I'm saying?
You can catch a vibe, or you can catch a bullet from the 9. I'll be scummy to the police, put a bullet in my side. Cowboys and Indians.
Yo, shout to my nigga Finn, man. Finn mixed this shit. Finn mixed my last 2 projects. Shout to Finn, Gold Era, and BDM. Niggas can't fathom that or understand the gravity. My niggas put a hole right in your mouth like it's a cavity. Come on, man. Snub nose banging, send a nigga to the pearly gates. I grew up snot nose with a dirty face. Black man on landmines, same story on the news. Shit is on the cops now. Niggas got shot before. Niggas getting shot now. Caught up in the policies. Smoking with my lady friend, she's softer than a wallaby. But it's time to see the God in me. You hear that? You hear what I'm talking? You hear what I'm telling these niggas, bro? Come on, man. Yo, Matt booked this shit. Youngest with a death wish, not enough to live for. Picture that. We the ones said less, did more. Yo, that nigga is so slept on, man. Mav is so fucking nice, bro.
I want to play another one. And before we leave, we definitely playing my joint. You know my joint.
Oh, man.
We're gonna tell us. Let's tell it. let's tell the story about that one, yo.
All
So
right, let's talk about it.
actually, we'll do that at the end because we'll do that at the end. We'll do that because I'm gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game real quick. So
Okay.
it's Woo Wednesday.
Oh man.
So what you know, so you're gonna play a little game. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions. You're gonna pick some of these head to heads, all right,
Okay.
and give reasons why. And the criteria is this. So these are head to heads. We're going Woo against Woo. And the criteria is basically lock these two niggas in a room.
Who's gonna die?
Who's coming the fuck out? You know,
Right.
Who's coming out and who's dying? Like that. That's it. Like
Yeah. Who's gonna
impact,
die?
no record sales. No shit. You from their hood? None of that shit. Put these two niggas in the room. Man to man. Who the fuck is coming out? All right.
Go.
Ghostface Raekwon.
Ghost.
Why?
Ghost make that filler music. Ghost, it feel like Ghost just get in there and just say whatever the fuck he feel. Raekwon is a little bit more like calculated in the way he raps. You know what I'm saying? But Ghost is just like Ghost give you that feel. Ghost a foul nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ray a foul nigga too, but he like a foul fly nigga. Like that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I was always more of a Ghostface fan. Supreme Clientele, one of my favorite albums ever.
All right. All right. So that was easy for you. You
Easy.
You didn't even hesitate. Nigga didn't even hesitate. All right. Inspector Deck Method Man.
Deck.
All right.
Easy again.
So far, wow.
But here's an interesting story, right? I started rapping because of Method Man's first album, To Cal. Release Your Delph, right? My brother was in a group home. That nigga went AWOL from the group home and came to Rockland from fucking Far Rockaway, Queens. My pop's from Far Rockaway. So I used to like be between the Bronx and Far Rockaway. And then when we moved to Rockland, I was still in Far Rockaway like every week. You know what I'm saying? And then like once I started getting kicked out of school, my mom started putting me out the house. I was living in Far Rockaway like kind of back and forth. You feel me? So my brother went AWOL from the group home, came to my crib in Rockland. And when the group home people came to get the nigga like a couple days later, he had left some tapes. He left Onyx back the fuck up, and he left To Cal, right? So the Onyx tape, I just consumed that shit. I was all over that shit. But that To Cal tape, it had one song on it. It was Release Your Delph. And I used to listen to that shit over and over and over again. I popped that tape twice, and then I went and bought it again. Like, that's the tape that made me write my very first rap when I was like fucking 10.
We should. Oh shit. Okay. So that's a dope story, yo. Yeah.
But Deck though, Deck.
That's a dope. That's a dope album. And for to me, a lot of people don't give Meth enough credit for that album. That album
Man,
dope, yo.
that was a game changer. I had never heard production like that in my life. That was my introduction to Wu-Tang. After I heard To Cal, I went back and listened to 36 Chambers. And then by that point, the Purple tape had come out. So I was like, man. And then when Mob came out, bro, I was like, yo, it was too much, my nigga. When Infamous came out, it was, yo, mind you, I'm a young nigga, but bro, this is when Walkmans was still out, my nigga. I was popping tapes fucking with these niggas, bro.
How old were you then? Because put it in perspective.
Like 94, I was like 9 or 10. Like coming into my own, kind of start smelling my nuts and shit. But the music was there. So Doggy Style had came out that year. I had the Chronic on tape. And then, like I said, all that other shit started dropping. Illmatic came out. And to me, that's my golden era.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's my golden era. Even I had Enter the Stage on tape. I had fucking I had so much shit.
That's crazy. As a youngin, it's funny. You were feeling as a youngin in '94 what I was. What I was feeling as like a youngin, like in '82, which is, I mean, it's just like, but the same feelings were there.
The same feeling, bro. I always knew.
You was just like, yo, like what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
Right.
It's like when my uncle, right? I told you my uncle used to DJ. Nigga, the first time I heard Public Enemy, I was like, what the fuck is this? Boom, here's another good story, right? My pops is ill. My pops is an ill nigga, right? That nigga took me to that Fight the Power shit. I was there when they do fight the power. Yo, I was there, bro. That shit turned into a riot. I was there, bro. I was like 5, my nigga.
Word.
When they was shooting the Do the Right Thing movie, bro. I
Yeah.
met Spike Lee. My uncle has a picture of me with Chuck D and Flavor Flav, nigga. That day, this nigga Flavor Flav gave my pops one of them little ass clocks on a chain or whatever. I wore that shit to school for like a month straight. Yo, swear to God, bro. This nigga, my pops used to take me to shit like that. Like, he was real Afrocentric. So when Tribe was out, you know what I'm saying, and Grand Poobah and De La Soul and all these niggas like Jungle Brother, my pops had me like in tune with all of that. My uncle had me tapped in with all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they was more like older heads, and they listened to older shit, but they was tapped into it. It was like the age I am now was like the age they was. So they was like in between two eras. Like they was listening to the old shit and the new shit. That's how I got put on with Big Daddy Kane. Yo, I used to think Big Daddy Kane was. Yo, I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. Yo, how come Big Daddy Kane and Rakim never battled?
Rakim, so here's the thing with that. Well, this Kane said in a interview with I just want to give credit to fucking Vlad. I mean,
fuck Vlad, bitch ass nigga.
Everybody, okay, so let's talk about that real quick after, because because you got to blame. Let's talk about it right now. Let's go into it. Because, yo, you got to blame the artist, too. Everyone blames Vlad for, like, fucking saying be on that police shit, whatever. But these niggas spill they
go in there and tell, that's what I'm saying. It's that, too. But, and that's not why I'm saying fuck Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you dumb, you dumb. Like, if you're dumb, you're dumb. You're dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you go to an interview and tell a complete stranger X, Y, and Z? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yeah,
that's dumb.
So I'm just saying, so there's that part too. But anyway, so I mean, let's keep it a buck though. Like I'll be honest with you, like a lot of the content I posted in the past few years has come from Vlad interviews, because they tell these niggas. Raekwon has been like, yo, I'm gonna tell you this, I ain't never told nobody this before. I mean, I don't know why they telling Vlad, like, but whatever. So
why?
I don't know. Come tell me, man. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
But anyway, the thing is, Kane was on. Kane told him. He said he didn't really say why it didn't happen, but he said the battle he wanted was KRS-One because because Rakim wasn't really a battle dude. He was like Rakim wasn't really a battle cat like that, and that's probably why I never really. I mean, that's kind of more the reason. He was like the battle he wanted was KRS-One, because I
wasn't really into that. I wasn't really into KRS-One. I never really got into him. I like Step Into My World, and like his hits. You know what I'm saying? The Bridges Over, South Bronx. Like I like his popular songs, but I never like delved into his complete catalog. You feel me? Like I don't know, man. I never got into that.
Okay,
I can relate.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, unfortunately he's my number one. And I don't fuck with him.
I know that.
Don't get me started. So he's my number one.
Right. I know that. I think LL Cool J should be put in that position.
But the problem with LL is he stopped and he decided to act. Yo, you got to look at longevity with all this shit.
LL was in the game as a rapper way longer than KRS-One. LL and still fake making hits, and then transitioned into another aspect of entertainment. He grew as an artist. Like me, eventually I want to get into acting and doing other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like at some point I'm gonna outgrow doing music. Yeah, artistically.
He's actually he's in my top 10. So
he's the GOAT to me. He's the GOAT.
I didn't really get into that. He's your GOAT. He's the GOAT for you.
He's the GOAT to me because of longevity. LL never looked goofy or like out of touch with the times.
I think LL was goofy a few times with a lot of that girly shit. He was
only thing I thought he looked goofy on was something like a phenomenon. Something doing it was fire. You bugging. That's a classic record. You bugging. That shit was fire. That beat was fire. The feature was fire. LL body that you bugging.
That shit was dookie.
What about lounging? With Total.
Oh, that was good. Here's the thing. Yeah, I broke it down like. I mean, again, I'm from I'm like, I came from that both of them cats. So like for me,
I know.
For me, KRS got it on all levels, yo. His first 3 albums with BDP are classics. I mean, I almost wrote an article on it, yo. So like,
But his music didn't translate through the times, bro.
for me,
LL
it
Cool
did. I
J
mean,
had
for me,
hits every era.
if I didn't fuck with, if I wasn't like, if I didn't stop fucking with KRS, I would still be listening to his shit all the time. Like, I mean, KRS was to me like on a level of like, I mean, for me. And a lot of cats my age, KRS for me was like motherfucking
The God.
Yo, I'm telling you, and because he was also talking some real shit, but at the same time, then he started saying like he started saying some dumb shit about hip hop that wasn't true, and started like his lectures were all fucked up. So, but I ain't gonna say and crush him, but like, so anyway, that's my unfortunately.
I fuck with Son, but
I don't. Fuck
he didn't. No,
that.
I'm talking about as far as being a hip hop legend. For me, not personally.
For me, yeah. So for me, as far as a legend, yo, I mean, like as far as anyway, that's my number one. I ain't.
Now, does his actions and why you don't fuck with him personally affect his legacy as a rapper to you?
No,
because for me that would tarnish that. Like I feel like Bambaataa, boom. Like Bambaata's one of the forefathers, and he was on the frontier of this shit. That nigga was touching babies. To me, that tarnishes his legacy.
Of course, because as I said, I did in a post, your legacy is your entire shit. Like it's not just the good shit you did, it's your whole shit. That's what a legacy is. So you got to talk about both of those things. So listen, I'll say this because cats come at me and they're like, "Oh, you want to write KRS One out like out of his?"
Fuck him.
I'm like I ain't write him out. I'm like, yo, he's fucking supporting the pedophile. So
right, if you fucking with Bambaataa and you covering that shit up, nigga, you just as guilty, nigga.
Exactly. And the same thing with Bambaataa. I can't take away unfortunately that Planet Rock with Bambaataa was the
it's
song.
Fucking crazy. I love that song.
That was the song that brought me. That's the song that locked me into hip hop.
Yo, and pardon me, I just want to stop this interview real quick, man. Rest in peace to Ozone, bro. What the fuck, my nigga? Yeah, Ozone died, bro.
About that, yeah. Rest in peace, Shabba fucking West Coast Papa Laka, fucking
son. Yo, let me tell you, like I said, I had older brothers, so a lot of my influence was like a lot of the shit we watched was 80s shit. So Crush Groove, Breaking Two, all of that shit was heavy rotation. We had them shits on tape, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a Transformers, G.I. Joe, baby, Captain Planet, like all of that shit, that 80s shit. You know what I'm saying? He-Man and all of that fly shit, whatever. Anyway, so Breaking Two is one of my favorite movies of all time. And niggas say that's like one of the corniest hip hop movies ever. I don't see how. That shit was fire to me, son. It's more fire than Breaking One to me. To me.
Yeah.
To me. But niggas know Crush Groove is the real one. Like that's the real authentic shit. You know what I'm saying? But Breaking Two was fire to me. My favorite scene is when they bumped into their ops underneath the train shit, and we thought them niggas was gonna fight, and they had the ill battle. Yo, son, when the nigga Turbo was dancing on the ceiling, like, come on, be like.
That was dope. For me, Beat Street is the one. I mean, being
like, Beat Street. Oh my god. My god.
We got it. We gonna kill the interview. Yo. We about to play this one. My joint. Real quick, I'm gonna tell the story because we got like 5 minutes. I don't want to get cut off. So first of all, this is a joint that I heard that got me into the Pro Dillinger fucking tune, the vibe, whatever. Like, okay, who the fuck is this nigga? I heard Moving Weight, and it's one of my joints. I fucking play it all the time. I'm always playing this shit.
I appreciate that, bro.
I was on the
I appreciate that, my nigga. Real shit.
I was on the live. DJ Premier jumped on the live, and I was playing Moving Weight.
Oh man.
And he was like, who the fuck is this? I need this. He goes, I need this. And I was like, yo, that's my man, this kid, Pro Dillinger. I was like, he's nice. I was like, he got a couple joints. I was like, I love this shit. He was like, I need that shit. Pro Dillinger jumps on. And I'm like, yo, Preem, that's this cat right here. Out
of nowhere. That shit's crazy.
Preem just started following me. I'm like, yo, Preem. I'm like, that's this cat right here, Pro Dillinger. I was like, he was like, I need that shit. He emailed him. He was like, that shit is tough. So I guess you emailed it, but whatever. Nothing came of it really.
Nah.
But like, to me, and I think we even talked about it, like the fact that like Preem was like, I need this. It's like, okay, it's because we don't need cosigns.
That's a validation from a legend.
But when the OGs fucking step up and say something, then you pay attention. You know
Bro,
what I mean? So
complete validation for me. Complete validation. Totally showed me I'm on the right path.
Preem's like, I need that shit. So we'll still get it. I'm still trying to get it to him. He follows me, but he's never on the page or anything. He jumped in that live that one time and the stars aligned, son. And was like I'm like, that's the kid Pro Dillinger. You jump in, I'm like, yo, hit Preem, here he is.
Yo, and at the time, when I tuned in, you was wilding. You was like, yo, Premier's in here.
We got 1 minute and 55 seconds. Gotta play my shit. Let's go kick us out.
Scummy.
Salute.
Get this paper, ain't no other plan. Pictured underhand, no jacket, hammer gon' stutter. Call it the Dutter Man. I'm better known for making it stretch. I'm pitching rubber bands, right hand holding the body, gun in my other hand. My little nigga just got locked, and he won't never bail. My little cousin just came home, and he won't never tell. Your little nigga just got shot, and he gon' spill a beat. Put the target right on his body, so we can spill his dreams. Little blocks, I can make the quota. I've been taking over little pots, big bag of Yola, box of bacon, soda, little blocks. Pull up to the brim, the number shaving over K9. Try to smell a trunk, that's a Range Rover. Drugs intoxicating, the blood that flow in my arteries. Nightmares bother me, witness murders and robberies. Got it out the mud, my kids have never seen poverty. I properly run in your pockets and take your property.
I turn a quarter ounce into a quarter key. Yo, salute.
It's about to kick me out. I don't want to lose it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you. Fuck with the
Appreciate you.
Dillinger. This kid is fucking nice with it, real niggas. I don't fuck with no bums. Carrying the culture. We out. Peace.
We out. Salute, my nigga. Salute.